and were fairly accurate. I could put a dead weight tester right on there if I wanted to and check the accuracy. And I would do that if I wanted to recalibrate. Okay. Same thing with the force. We can go ahead and I can just apply a little bit of upward force, and you can see a difference on the reading. And we want that to be positive as well, going up. And the volume change unit. Let's talk about that briefly. The volume change unit, again, measures the amount of water flow into and out of the sample. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and see if that's reading accurately. This is how we test it. We have these burettes here that are calibrated with milliliter measurements on them. And remember, I talked about opening or closing so we can make those readings. So let's go ahead and apply pressure to the back pressure line. Let's say we don't need a whole lot. Say whatever this is, 7.5. Yeah, let's go 7.2 psi. Apply pressure. And what I did was I closed the outside and the inside, equalized at the bottom, to where I have measurement inside the burette a little below that line there. Also, what we can do is verify that we should have about about 4950 kPa here, which is about right for 7.5 or 7.3. For the pressure transducers, for the back pressure and the pore pressure, which I have connected in, which I could talk about in a little bit. But also what I want to look at is the change in the volume change transducer compared to what we have on the reading of the burette. Okay? So right now, let's go ahead and take a measurement here of the burette. And I'm reading right at 5. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. We're reading 5 on our milliliter reading here of the burette. Okay? I'm going to come over here to the volume change unit, and I'm going to push the left valve vertical upward to saturate, and I'm going to turn the right valve horizontal to online. Okay? Which means I've turned on the electronics and I've allowed the water to flow through the piston for a measurement. Now I'm going to come over here to the monitor live readings, and I'm going to reset the transducer again back to 0, okay, or close to 0. And then what I'm going to do is allow water to flow through it and compare the measurement that I have on my burette to the measurement that we have on the screen. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, well, actually, let's go ahead and cut it. Stop it for a second.